You got to see the people as drug dealers, right? When you buy drugs from someone, for example, Breaking Bad, you'll notice that before you go do a drug deal, you got to go with backup. And you can have the best product, but if you don't have a good backup that causes the people who you're buying from to have respect for it and to not attack you, what's going to happen is that they're going to take advantage of the fact that you have bad backup and they're going to rob you. And it's kind of similar to that, where you might be an attractive person, you might be physically good looking. You know, to most people, why would you be alone? It doesn't make sense. Why are you single? But the problem is that when people look behind you and they see who's backing you up, they say, "Oh, I get it. This person's a little bitch. This person has no self-respect. This person doesn't command respect. This person doesn't ask for respect. So why should I give them that respect?" And whatever you have, or whatever visual value you portray out into the world, people can just sense and smell that they can disrespect you, and you're not going to do anything about it, right? No matter how good the product is, if the people that back you up don't intimidate, you're going to be taken advantage of. You really have nothing of value. And a lot of people, for some reason, don't want to understand this. Not that they don't understand it, but they refuse to understand it. And that's because they just want to live in a world where everyone is happy-go-lucky and they're not taking into account human nature. They're not taking into account the realities that's right in front of us, right? And I like to call this the ultimate facelift, right? Rather than getting in shape, which I do recommend, this is the ultimate facelift because I've seen this with women. I mean, I've seen women who are attractive get beaten out by women who are less attractive for the simple fact that the less attractive woman had an air about her that demanded respect. The less attractive woman had this aura about her that you just couldn't ignore. It wasn't that she was too masculine, it wasn't that she was a Terminator, but that she had boundaries, right? And this is why I tell guys, you gotta fall in love with your boundaries. This is the foundation. If you fall in love with the woman before you fall in love with your boundaries, that woman will take advantage of you. That woman will sense a weak man who she could take advantage of. And her attraction to you will lower. The point of all of this is that the ultimate facelift, what we're trying to do here is not to make you better looking, but to ground your house in a foundation of respect. Because that's really the problem here, is that too many couples don't respect the people that they're with. And that's really why people lose interest. That's really why a lot of them lose attraction. That's really why a lot of them stop having sex with each other, because at the end of the day, they just get too comfortable with each other. They show no boundaries. They let things happen, and people are not tiptoeing around them. You gotta have a little bit of that tiptoeing quality about you that makes people walk a tiny bit on eggshells when they're around you. It's not because they're afraid of you, but because they sense your boundaries. That your looks is not enough. How much money you have is not enough for people. They need the unseen quality. By the way, if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org, and there you'll be able to book a one-on-one phone call with me today. And I think we're going to be doing a live stream today. So if you guys want to ask me your questions for the freeloaders, you guys can call in today. We're going to be doing a live stream. And join the meditation group on Patreon. And on Patreon, we also have more videos that we post that we don't post here. So support that, or else I'm closing the channel, right? Too many of us just don't have the necessary aggression, or haven't tapped in to the aggression inside of us when people are attacking us. We present to people the passive, docile side, the happy side. That's the first thing we show. And when you do that, it relaxes people, but not the type of relaxation we want. We want to be able to show people a friendly side, but with a hint of coldness so that they don't get too relaxed, so that they don't get too comfortable, so that they don't try you. That's really the key. This aggression is not anger. It's not Bronx mode, but rather that you're in love with your boundaries. And if you don't understand this, it's like you want to see yourself as a parent, right? Imagine you're a parent and you have a child, and your creepy child keeps getting bullied, right? That's the anger that we're talking about. It's the anger that arises from justified anger from the situation that's calling it. They're taking advantage of your kid, they're bullying your kid, and there's an aggression that emanates to protect that kid. Unfortunately, some of us don't have that aggressive instincts towards ourselves, right? We just don't have that. I mean, usually it's because you don't have the capacity to validate yourself from within. Showing aggression has shown you to push people away. And because of that, you never learn how to self-soothe. So you'd rather just not be aggressive just so that you could get a little bit of that meagerly validation to make yourself feel better. So you'd rather not ruffle the feathers. But what you don't understand is that this whole mindset isn't just demonstrated when you're needy and creepy. It's demonstrated at the hello. It's demonstrated how you text. It's demonstrated how you look at people, how you talk to people, how you respond, and you say, "Why? I'm an attractive person. Why don't people like me? I don't get it." Well, it's because you're not aware of the reality of who you are relative to other people. You might think you're attractive, but clearly people are seeing something different that causes them to get aggressive. Right? So you got to have the capacity to self-validate yourself from within. Your lack of aggression is really because you are afraid of being alone. You don't rely on yourself. So you rely on others, like a crackhead. It's the difference between a person who's scared and a person who's confident, who's traumatized and a person who's had good experiences. If you meet someone who was normal and happy, and then something happened, they got addicted to drugs, they got traumatized, right? You see their face, it's completely different. That's really the difference that we're talking about. The problem is that the traumatized person doesn't notice how much of a difference he has changed, but they just feel anxious and they notice they just want to self-soothe a little bit, right? They notice there's more movement, but they don't understand the gravity of how different they come across. They really don't. The ego doesn't let you see that. But what they'll notice is that now they're attracting very weird relationships, very toxic relationships. There's chaos all around their lives. And they're like, what? What's going on? It's because you're radiating weakness, my man, my girl, or trans, whatever. You're emanating weakness. It only attracts vultures, people who want to scavenge on whatever's left of you. The first step is to do this, to get out of that, is to bring self-awareness. Observe your inner reality. Notice what's happening. Maybe you're noticing you're twitchy. Maybe you're noticing there's an anxiety here. I just want you to just notice it. You don't have to change it. Just become, before changing your reality, you got to be aware of your reality, right? Become aware of what's happening right now and don't try to change it. As you're talking and being creepy, notice how you're talking. Notice how you're texting. As you're snapping and crashing out on people, just notice it. Just observe what's pushing you. Don't observe, and don't focus on the external reasons. Just notice on the emotional reasons that's causing you to move and act in a creepy way, right? And what's going to happen is that then you'll notice that what's really motivating is a feeling that you don't like. And by practicing meditation, you can learn to relax in that feeling. When you learn how to relax into that feeling, then acting on it, what you'll notice is that it has less power over you. And the reason why is because just acknowledging it and relaxing chips away at it. And the less there is, the less it could unconsciously change your nonverbal cues. Like the less it'll have a gravitational pull on your thoughts and emotion. These are all unconscious things that drive you that you're not aware of. As soon as you become aware of it, they lessen its hold and it allows your most attractive self to shine through. You'll act confident, you'll move confident, and you don't have to tell yourself, be normal, be normal. It'll just radiate. You gotta understand you're a bundle of energy. And your energy, a lot of it is in the unconscious emotions that you're not aware of, right? And you just notice the inner mechanism, the gears as they're moving, and it literally dies in the light of awareness. And over time, you become liberated from it. But you first have to be self-aware, observe it, practice meditation with me, or purchase that course, Emotional Mastery, or join a 10-day meditation retreat. And when you do that, it's the first step towards liberating yourself from it. I've seen it work in my life. I've seen it work in a lot of people's life. And when you know what's funny, if you do this over time, you realize I, I'm not as unattractive as I thought I was. Right? I'm actually more attractive than I thought I was. You'll start to see more results. The opposite sex will be more attracted to you. Like, just people don't underestimate how bad horrible body language is, how bad it smells unconsciously. People don't like the way it smells. People don't like the way it radiates. We don't like it. It's putrid to the human to humans. They just want to stomp it and take advantage of it. All right? I just gave you some real shit. If y'all don't want to listen to Father Addis, go ahead. Don't listen, right? But that's how you become hotter, man. Just by doing what we just talked about. Anyways, man, let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindforattraction.org. Subscribe to this channel. Recommend me this channel. Recommend your friends this channel. The channel's dying, people. What the fuck is going on? Like, we're having another down period here. I don't know why it's so many few views, but whatever, man. I know I'm putting in good videos, but I guess the algorithm, man, it moves on from people sometimes. So I may not close the channel, but eventually the channel may not be recommended to you over time. That's true. I mean, I'm not lying, people. That's just the truth. So anyways, you guys be safe, and I'll see you guys later. Are you needy and creepy? Do you have a tough time coming across confident when you like the person? A lot of the times you just don't know what to do. You have habits and patterns that whenever somebody triggers you, you completely forget what to do the right thing. Well, guess what? I have a course for that. And it's called The Psychological Game of Attraction, Natural Chemistry, and The Feminine Woman. What I call the fundamentals. All of those courses are meant to eradicate and exercise the needy, creepy parts in you through action. Meaning, you do what the videos say, and without a shadow of a doubt, you actually get the results. You'll notice that men call you back more. Men will want more relationships with you. They're gonna be the ones that are needy and creepy. They're gonna be the ones that want something. They're gonna be the ones that are the aggressors in trying to get a relationship out of you. But the problem is that a lot of people just watch one or two videos and completely forget that there's actually a system. Don't just watch one or two videos. Get the system either by purchasing all of them and get a discount, or purchase them individually. Because a lot of the times, just watching one video in isolation, you actually miss the big picture. You have to understand why it works. You have to understand what to do next. And a lot of times, my videos just can't address that. A lot of people, you'll see by the testimonies right here, a lot of people have done what those videos say, and they've gotten results. Like the other day, I was in Mexico, and they were like, "Hey, Alexis," and I'm like, "Hey, oh my God, your videos are so great." And I'm like, and she was like, "Look at my kid." I'm like, "What you talk about your kid? That's not my kid." She's like, "No, because of him, because of your videos, he's here." And I'm like, "Okay, all right, that's a." But I get that a lot. And ironically, that woman watches all of my videos, right? So purchase those courses, man. And if you don't like it, you actually could get a 30-day money-back guarantee, right? Purchase them individually, or get a discount and purchase them all by clicking on the description down below. You have the option of purchasing the one with the bonuses that obviously it's more material, where it's like I give you guys meditations. There's also other courses on how to make friends, how to master anything, or you could purchase it without the bundle, which is much more affordable. All right. And with that, you guys are able to support my channel, which will allow me to make more videos. Okay. Anyways, see you guys inside, and thank you.